This is the Forward Motion Business Show with Professor Ken and Professor Paul A. Marino, broadcasting from Unilatina International College. Hit new heights. Start with Forward Motion.
So, Paul, just to get the broadcast started, here we are in the middle of something unique, something that really hasn't happened to us, as a society in the past, especially not the businesses. I mean, you could compare this similar. I've heard comparisons to 9/11 and things like that.
Or SARS.
Or SARS, of course. But I think this is a little more serious. I don't know, and hopefully it doesn't become as serious as everyone predicts it will be. But at the end of the day, it's still resulting in a shutdown, really, of just about everything we could think of. I mean, here we are in the schools. We both teach classes, and a lot of schools now are going through changes. But it's not just the schools; it's the businesses, all these events that are being canceled, the travel, and I think it's just all connected, right?
Well, I think we talk about disruption in business and being part of forward motion and adapting. I think this is a disruption in a way. I certainly believe that we live in the greatest country in the world. I, like you, hope it will not be as serious as they're predicting.
Right.
And it is my opinion that we are going to come out the other side as a stronger nation with stronger technologies. And I firmly believe that some of the techniques that are going to be developed during this crisis we're not going to go back. These are going to be techniques that we're going to carry forward, just like, for instance, people working remotely.
Right.
I think we're going to have to work remotely during the crisis. However, once we are through the crisis, I don't think we'll go back to the old way of doing business.
Yeah, and I think that's true. I mean, let's face it, do we ever go back when we do something, when we change our patterns, change our cultures, change the way we do things? Very rarely do we go back to where we were. It's going to be a big effect. And if you're a small business owner, now's the time to figure out what you need to do. And while we're going through this crisis, you have to put together a very aggressive plan so you can come out as strong as you need to be.
Well, not only that, let's look at the flip side of that. Let's say that the economy takes a hit in the next 2 months, which
Right.
takes us through the summer.
Right.
That means that they're going to have to make up that ground in fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to aggressively have a marketing plan to get the most dollars out of fourth quarter. So there should be some tremendous discounts, some tremendous
Right.
incentives
Right.
in fourth quarter. So if I was a business, I would be gearing my marketing plan towards fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's hopefully you can make it to fourth quarter. I mean, some businesses are, week to week, I hope not day to day, month to month. And if you could make it through this, because unfortunately there will be some businesses, and this is large businesses too. You don't have to be the small mom and pop shop, but this is a large business too. I think could be in jeopardy because that income is not there. That's why I think some of these Congress and we're talking about allowing small business loans and at
The
a low
SBA
interest,
loans.
SBA loans.
Right.
That's all good and that's all positive, and there's even some worker relief talking about now because all that is real. And the question is, how do you come out on top? So I agree with you. You have to get aggressive. You have to think about what I'm doing, and I would say not even fourth quarter. I say third quarter. I say coming out of August. Into mid-August sometime, August, September, October, you should be gearing up and you should be making plans because I hope at least, we'll see April and May will be slow. June is normally slow no matter where you go, right? Because the summer months
Right.
slow down. So I'm hoping that we just see this pass by the end of May and coming to June. But you need to start getting aggressive now.
Well, one of the things that I'm advising my clients on the consulting side is to review your banking arrangements. Fortunately, the banks are in good position. They're well capitalized. The Fed is pumping money into the system. So I'm telling my clients that we consult to, make sure your lines of credit are at the maximum. So if there is a downturn, you have that line of credit, you could survive those months or 2 months
Yeah.
and then come out stronger on the other side. So you have to look at those relationships.